For Penn State Greater Allegheny Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Coach Chat, currently joined by the new Penn State Greater Allegheny head track and field coach, Greg Schmitt. And Greg, first of all, tell everybody at home a little bit about yourself.
A little bit about myself. I ran 2 years in high school, track and field, Union Area High School. I then moved on to Youngstown State University, where I ran my freshman and sophomore year before I stopped and started doing a little bit of professional running. I ended up being part of Brooks' ID program, which I was also part of their PACE program. And I ran there until I retired. So I did a little bit of pro running, a little bit of college, and high school.
And obviously coming to Penn State Greater Allegheny, taking on a brand new program. What's that like for you, getting to take the reins of a program that's just getting started?
I find it very exciting and interesting. I started last year Carlow University's track and field program last year. As a first-year team, we had 50 athletes out on the team with me having a full year of recruiting. And it was very exciting, and I had some of the top athletes in the nation. I had one kid qualify for nationals as a first-year program. So this year I feel very excited to get to start a new program at another university and show the young men and women here at Penn State Greater Allegheny that hard work can also take them to nationals, and they can have a shot at being an All-American and a national medalist.
And for you, what would you say is your coaching style? How do you motivate the kids, and what are your practices like?
Our practices are tough. They're firm, but they're fair. I work the kids in individual events and in different areas. Nobody's the same. So for the first couple weeks, I'll coach everybody the same to get them in some basic conditioning and certain in shapeness. But after that, everybody's different. So they'll start to break down individual groups, and they'll start getting trained separately and differently. But I would say my style is more as an individual approach. Because if everybody does what they need to do as an individual, the team thing falls in place on its own. So if you have your 100-meter dash people scoring when you're expecting them to score, and then your mid-distance runner scoring when you expect him to score, then the team points are falling into place on their own. So I definitely like to do that more one-on-one approach and get them ready for their individual events so the team thing happens on its own.
Currently joined by Penn State Greater Allegheny head track coach Greg Schmitt. And Greg, talk about your first couple days on campus. What's it been like getting to interact with different people, and what is getting on campus been like for you?
When I first came on campus, it was wonderful. Everybody that I've met here so far at Greater Allegheny, all wonderful people, from the faculty and employees to the just plain students to the student athletes. Everybody's been super nice to me, and everybody's wonderful. My first thought here, the last week worth of practice here, the kids are great. They work hard, and they're here because they want to be here, and they want to do big things and great things, and they want to be motivated, they want to be pushed, and they want to build a program. And that's wonderful to have a group of young men and young women that have the same mindset as myself. They want to build a program, they want to excel, and they want to be part of something great, like everybody does.
And talking about that first week of practice, what have you seen from your athletes? Anybody who's maybe stood out so far, or their work ethic? What have you seen from your guys?
From both my men and women, I've seen a lot of potential. I have, right now, we have about 12 to 13 on the team. Out of those 12 to 13, we're looking at, I think, 5 of them have a shot at going down to the USCAA national meet, and not only going down there and participating, but coming home with some national medals. So I would say we have 5 athletes that could walk out nationals with a medal.
And looking forward to the season, the first year, what are your expectations, or what are your goals for your team in this first season?
My goal for the team is probably the same as their goal. To get them to be great and get them to excel in their individual event of what they want to do and how far they want to go with it. And my goal is for them to excel in the event that they want to really focus on. But not only that, when we go down to nationals, get a medal. And, I already showed them the results from last year, and a lot of those guys and girls are right there with the times that medaled last year and became All-American for the USCAA. So those young men and women, they know that I'm being honest with them, and they're right there with the national rankings in the USCAA. So we're all expecting, myself and the athletes included, to walk out of there with some medals.
Thanks, Greg, and good luck this season.
Oh, thank you.
For Penn State Greater Allegheny Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler.